out there, everybody? Happy Saturday. Josh Norco with the $99.99 super chat. You know, it's very kind of you, Josh. I mean, you know, it's crazy. Fly someone out to Sweetwater and give them a Les Paul and a Boss Katana, and you know they'll give you super chats for life. So maybe I figured something out there. No, dude, Josh, thank you so much, and everyone else tuning in. You know, every Saturday at 1 o'clock Pacific time, I try. I'm the guy wearing the shirt of the band. I wasn't even thinking about that. There he is. Anyway, every Saturday at 1 o'clock Pacific time, I go live, unless I'm on a plane from Dubai back to California, or you know, doing a session or a gig. Yes, Josh, this mug, this guy drinks coffee, and it is coffee in there. Yeah, so I try and do these every Saturday at 1 o'clock Pacific time. I pick a little topic out. Love to answer your questions too. I've also got Matt, my friend here. Matt, what's up?
What up?
Oh, see, there he is. You know, I miss my friend Brian, but you know, he's a busy guy. And so Matt is a very loyal friend, but we also work together. So he he's obligated to be here. Right, Matt? Yep. So Matt, our topic is giving away the Boss Katana, right?
Yeah, the one right behind you.
Which one? Right here?
On top.
Okay. So the Boss Katana I've been using for a few years, and shout out to Boss for being a great supporter, sponsor of Marty Music, and they've been wonderful. And you know, the Boss Katana is just such a great amp all around. I gig with it actually, but it's a great entry level amp as far as like the price points that you don't need to save up a ton of money to get one. They have the smaller ones and they get bigger and bigger, but they do so much. I make these guitar patches for various songs, and you can download them for free. If you go to really any of my YouTube videos, you'll see one of the links for the Boss patches. And have we made over 100?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, so here's another super chat. Can you keep track of the super chats, Matt?
Yeah,
Daniel Ramos.
Yeah.
Daniel Ramos, thanks so much for that super chat. It's like giving me a tip in my tip jar.
First Marty guitar in Brazil, he bought it.
First Marty signature guitar in Brazil, he bought it. Wow, that is amazing. That is so cool. When I was in Dubai, I actually met this prince, a royal family member. I won't say exactly who, but I met this really awesome dude that's a part of the royal family from one of the countries in the Middle East, and I sent him one of my signature guitars, and that was a really cool thing to be able to, that I was able to do and make some new friends in the Middle East, which I had never been to, so that was really cool. But okay, so this Boss Katana, right now what you're hearing is the clean channel, and obviously the microphone's only going through the device. I'm not miking the amp or doing anything like that. So you're just hearing the microphone straight from my phone. But what I like to do is use the clean channel on the Boss Katana. I also use the different tones. So I'll go through some sounds because it's fun. But right now I have the clean channel. And what I like to do is I like to just kind of start everything at 12 o'clock. So you've got gain, volume, treble, bass, mids, presence, reverb. There's a lot of other effects built into it. But I like to just go 12 o'clock and then kind of adjust from there. So if I just go to the middle pickup on this signature guitar of mine, just gives you a really nice clean tone. If I go to the neck pickup, Kelly, was it super chat?
Kelly Mass.
Kelly Mass, thank you for that super chat. So I've got this neck pickup, a little bit darker, middle set, positions, both pickups. And then the bridge pickup is nice and twangy. What I like to do is use Greg Levinson with the super chat. Thank you so much, Greg Levinson. So I like, when I'm using my looper pedal, I like to use the middle position for rhythm. That's what I was doing in the intro of this video. Use the middle position of the rhythm and I loop something. And then I use my Schwarzenegger overdrive pedal. And I use the I'll Be Back, the Marty music, or I don't know, it's my other pedal I made. It's a delay pedal. And so I use that a lot of times for playing over it. So I'll do that right now. Real quick, I'm not playing any famous songs today, just for like the copyright. Josh Norco, come on, man. Porch Fest, Milford, Connecticut is on point today. Porch Fest, I love it. So let me do something a little minor now. Let's see. You can see the guitar here. I'll do B minor. So I'm gonna loop with the clean middle section. Loop a little minor thing. Then I'll show you I'll show you right now the lead guitar tone that I usually mess around with these days. Is actually I go to the bridge pickup and I put this overdrive on, and the drive is let's see, it's at like 10 o'clock, so less than halfway up. But then I like to roll off the tone. So here's the tone rolled all the way off. And that's too much, but then you find a little sweet spot. So it's not too twangy and bright. A little more. A little more. Only have a little bit of reverb on the amp right now, but then here's that delay now. You'll hear just a little bit of echo. In fact, I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Here it is again. Now with some notes. So it's usually you only hear it after you've finished a phrase, but it adds a little elasticity to the notes. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my kind of clean rhythm tone, loop something here. I was producing a master class, and also check out that pinned link so you can have a chance to win the Boss Katana. Don't forget about that. I didn't mention that yet. And I'm also going to...
TikTok and Instagram, just hit your link in bio.
Okay, link in the profile or bio on the Instagram and TikTok.
Yep.
Pinned link in YouTube. And we're all streaming right now. All right now. Okay, so real quick, couple announcements. A few different announcements, but you can win the Boss Katana. Next Saturday at 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Next Saturday at 5 o'clock, I'm doing a set in Nashville with a band. Have we reached out to the rhythm section?
Well, Paul's playing too, so.
Okay, but did we tell them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to talk to Eric though. So
Okay.
He said every gig I'm good.
Okay. Well, anyway, next Saturday at 5 o'clock in Nashville at the Underdog, I'm playing my own set. Corey Congilio is going to sit in too, because he's playing actually the set before. And I was wondering, because the sets are like half hour apart. I'm like, how are they going to do that? There's 2 stages.
Indoor, outdoor.
Indoor, outdoor. So there's the turnover will be happening more conveniently. But so next Saturday at 5 o'clock at the Underdog, conveniently named Undie Fest, I'll be playing a set. What time's Paul McDonald play?
He's
Before or
playing
after?
Later that same day.
Mhm.
Later.
Well, if I can get Paul McDonald to come up, that'd be sweet.
Mm-hmm.
No pressure, Paul. I'm reaching out to you right now, live on the air. So next Saturday at 5 o'clock at the Underdog, I'm playing just a half-hour power set, which will be really fun. Then
It's all ages too. Rocco was asking.
all ages, anyone can come. Oh yeah, my daughter's gonna be there.
Oh, sick.
She's coming out to visit,
Awesome.
so she'll get to see that. She hasn't seen Daddy play much.
Melt faces.
Yeah, melt faces. That's what her dad's daddy daughter day at work. She hasn't done that. So that'll be fun. I just thought it was a last minute visit, so I forgot, but now I remember. She'll be there with me. It'll be really fun. And so that's one thing. Another thing, you can please sign my newsletter at martymusic.com to be notified when Marcus King's master course is going to be coming out. So probably in about 2 weeks, that's going to come out, and that's not going to be released at Marty Music. It's Marcus King's course, but I was able to produce and direct it and use my production team to help put it together for him. And I think it's really cool, because he's never done anything like that. And so Marcus King, he's an amazing talent, singer, songwriter, guitar player, all triple threat. And so he has a master class style course coming out that I got to help him make. So I'm going to let my newsletter know about that. So sign my newsletter to find out about that. Also, I finished producing a new course for Marty Music for myself, which is inspired by Stevie Ray Vaughan course. So that's coming out sometime after the Marcus King course, I assume. Still getting all the transcriptions done. So a brand new Stevie Ray Vaughan, 40 chapters. I think it's like over 7 hours of material. His licks, some cool chord voicings, rhythm ideas, all of it. I worked really hard on that. So that's coming out. And then also, which relates to the minor thing I'm about to play, I know I'm talking a bit. I also produced and directed, and by the way, I was a film major first, so I'm getting to use some of those skills. It's fun for me. But I got to put together also a master course by my good friend Jared James Nichols. So that'll be the next one to come out, and that'll be his product as well. That won't be at Marty Music. And then, drum roll, next week we'll be shooting the third one that I'll be producing and directing, and that's someone else who has never made any kind of guitar course before. And so I'm very excited to announce. Did I announce it last week? I probably did. I don't keep these things too secret. But the third product that I'll help make for each artist, it's their product. That third one is, ladies and gentlemen, Phil X. Phil X is making a guitar course finally, and I am going to help him make that. But anyway, when I was working with Jared James Nichols on his course, we did a really fun, I put it in my Instagram stories, but we did a really fun minor progression that sounds like something like this. Let me see if I remember. Yeah, something like that. was just playing rhythm. What was fun about the courses that I've now produced for other artists and hope to do more, hope to keep doing that. Let's just throw the energy out for a Derek Trucks one. Just throw that into the universe. But what was fun, I'm not in the course, and it's not for Marty Music, it's their product. But the Marcus King one, if you do, when you get that course, when you get the Marcus King course, you're gonna hear my cameo playing rhythm guitar for him. So I'm not actually in it, but when you hear, if he's soloing, he's not using a looper or anything. If you hear him playing over a blues or playing over one of his sections of one of his tunes that he breaks down, that's me playing rhythm. And then on the Jared James Nichols, when we were playing that section, I got to play rhythm on that. Now, if Phil X lets me play rhythm or not, don't know yet. But for those first two, I'm in the just audio in the background. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to that bridge pickup. Everything's cranked. I'm gonna roll that tone off a bit, turn my overdrive on, turn my delay on, and so I'm still just going through the clean channel of the Katana. But after I do this little jam, I'm then gonna go through, I'll show some of the other just channels that are on the Boss Katana. Here we go. I'll start with a lick. here, let's see, you can just see the corner of it. See, let's make Matt work.
Yeah.
Let's make Matt work. I'll do this one
Yep.
real quick. Okay, there's the Boss Katana right there that I'm gonna actually give this one away. And as you can see, I have many of them. But real quick, so you know whoever is about to win it, make sure to check the link in the bio or the pinned link right there. I've got this little Sharpie here. I'm gonna sign it right here. So whoever gets it, hopefully they can put a picture up on social media or whatever of this actual amp that I'm going to send them. And yes, I'm gonna pay for shipping. Also watch out for scams out there. There was like on Facebook, there's this ongoing scam using the AI version of myself saying Sweetwater's giving away Les Pauls. That's not me. You can see that the lips are CG'd. It's crazy and it's totally stupid. And I can't tell you how many myself and hundreds, if not thousands of people have flagged it, reported it, said it's a scam, all of that, and it still didn't get taken down. So just watch out for that. Obviously, you'll know it's me with the blue check mark, etc. Okay. Hold on, I need some... That's embarrassing, Matt. Matt, you didn't pick up, Matt. Matt's in trouble. You didn't pick up that I was, drinking from my own mug. It's very embarrassing. Shouldn't do that. Narcissist level deactivated. Okay, so here's the Sharpie. I'm gonna sign it right here by the little grip, the monkey grip. That's not the monkey grip, but here we go. Boom. Signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, so that's it. That's the one that's going to go out. I know that was really exciting. Wasn't that exciting? Matt, that was exciting.
That was crazy.
You got to see my legs, hear my legs.
It's an active live stream.
Very active. Like I'm almost out of breath just from getting up and doing that. But real quick, thank you guys so much for your continued support. Watching, supporting, sign that newsletter, and wait. Oh yeah, here, let me see that. More narcissism, here we go. It's a real buzzword these last few years, narcissism. Check that out. You're gonna get this high quality cotton, bootleg, Grateful Dead Marty Music mashup shirt. Where were we when someone tried to say that we were in trouble? Veil?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Someone tried to say that I was breaking some law by using a little bit of the Grateful Dead influence on there, and it was just so dumb. Sorry, I don't like to get negative, but that guy was not. I didn't like that. That just was so annoying. You're just trying to give some shirts away, and someone goes up and is the copyright police on a t-shirt that's just for fun. It's ridiculous. Anyway, let's get back to it.
We're throwing one of those in.
Yeah, we're throwing one of those in.
Link in bio.
Lincoln Park, link in bio.
Yep.
LinkedIn Park. I pitched that to Chibson for one of his things, LinkedIn Park. I don't know, he might have done something with that. It wasn't the initial. I was just I don't know, it's pretty obvious, little pun, but okay, so someone needs an amp. Oh yeah, let's go through this Boss Katana here. I'm plugged into this one, but right now that was the clean channel. There's a new setting on the new Gen 3 Boss Katanas called Pushed, which is tries to emulate that it's kind of like tweed amp almost, but that breakup, right before breakup. turn the overdrive on with the push channel, and you get a nice. All right, let me go to another channel here. Now this is called crunch. Let's see. a crunch. Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Now this is called lead. That's the, what was that, the lead? There's insane channel. So if you think... Actually, it's not insane, it's called brown. All right. Oh, I have a tuner on here. The Californians. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Still got some coffee left here. Did a lot of jamming. Did a lot of playing. In fact, Matt's not even here anymore. He left. No, just kidding. Matt, say hello.
I evaporated in the jams.
Come on, Matt. Don't be shy. Hey.
Real.
He's here. Look at that display right there. Who set that up? Who's the decorator on that, Matt?
Might have been me.
I know, but
Marty bought the stuff.
yeah, no, a lot of that's my stuff. In fact, it's like left the cool parts of the place and made it into the studio here. Greg Levinson, full effects course. Yeah, I mean that might be better as just some free YouTube videos. But I consider it. Oh, real quick. So I've got this Stevie Ray Vaughan inspired course coming out. I've already done an inspired by Hendrix course. So those two together have a lot of great technique, that I've studied. They're not my techniques, but I've studied them and kind of tried to communicate them the best I could. Oh yeah, real quick. I just thought of it because of someone's name there. Huge shout out. Or just a thank you. He's not watching, but a big thank you to Howard Stern, who's mentioned me a bunch of times in the last year. Anytime he mentions me, a lot of people reach out to me to tell me, family members, friends, everything. So I always know. And he mentioned watching me earlier this week. It's just very flattering, someone of that, reach and influence and everything. I appreciate him mentioning me. So thank you very much, Howard. Really appreciate it. I'll try not, let you down with the content.
Everybody's saying that it's time to stand up from your watch.
Oh.
Everybody's like, Marty, you need to stand up.
Siri, I'm doing a show right now, Siri. Don't worry, I'll stand up in a few minutes. All right.
When should I schedule it for?
I just did. I don't know. Hopefully it knows that I did that. Okay, yeah, but what I was trying to say was that I've got a Stevie Ray Vaughan course already. It's not out yet. Stevie Ray Vaughan inspired by. I have a inspired by Hendrix that is out already. But is there another classic? For instance, I'll give you a choice. Would you rather get a B.B. King inspired by, or an Eric Clapton inspired by? Or is there not enough meat in there and do a double course where it's half Clapton, half B.B. King? So inspired by Clapton, inspired by B.B. King, or a B.B. King Clapton bundle? Let me know in the comments. I love Eric Johnson, but I can't play like him. His technique is just kind of out of control. So I don't think I'm going to be doing that.
What about a Dickie?
Dickie Betts.
Inspired by
Dickie Betts. I'd probably say inspired by the Allman Brothers and try and get some Dwayne licks in there, but I'm not great at slide. And Dickie is one of my inspirations for sure, but I feel like Clapton is just bigger. Yeah, you could say Southern Rock. I don't know. Some people are saying the B.B. King and Clapton bundle. But yeah, so real quick, let me think about the two bundles that I was talking about. For instance, like a Hendrix bundle, or that already exists. I was even using it in some of my jams, but one of my favorite techniques in there is if you thought of a major bar chord. Instead of that chord, Hendrix might do something like this. But that little movement is a substitute for just a classic chord. So that's one example of that Hendrix inspired by course. In the new Stevie Ray Vaughan course, which isn't out yet, Lou Santana, that'd be a good one. Appreciate that feedback. The first thing that I think of when I think of Stevie Ray Vaughan, and it's actually more Albert King, but it's clearly Stevie Ray Vaughan is the Stevie Ray Vaughan lick. There's more than one, but the Stevie Ray Vaughan lick is if you're playing an E blues. But then also, I just made a short where I was showing these really cool things that come from Stevie Ray Vaughan songs, but you can use them in your vocabulary. So let me show you one of those, since that's like a kind of a tease for the Stevie Ray Vaughan inspired course that's not out yet. And I would love for you to sign my newsletter at martymusic.com so I can notify you when the Marcus King course comes out, and then also when that Stevie Ray Vaughan inspired by course comes out.
We got a Stevie Ray Vaughan patch on the way too.
Yeah, I did a brand new, up-to-date lesson on Pride and Joy that's not out yet. And when that comes out, there will also be Stevie Ray Vaughan style, inspired by style patch, inspired by, not, but inspired, patch for the Boss Katana. Copyright Boss Industries United. No, I just made that up. But, okay, here's a couple Stevie Ray Vaughan techniques from my new course. Ooh, a Kenny G inspired course. That'd be awesome. I don't know what that song was called by him. Okay, check this out. Oh, and this is in the short that I just released. Was that yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
That short? So you've got this, where you're going for blues in E. You've got 3rd fret to 5th fret on the B string. And then you've got this awesome double stop, which would be 8th fret B, 7th fret high E. Sounds very familiar. But then you can also go up to the 12th fret B in high E. And then also you can go up an octave from here. And so if you just do that one little concept together, you can use that in your blues soloing. So check that out. I'll do a little. Also, my signature guitar it's the only Epiphone ES335 that actually has the single coil pull out there. Classic double stop 8th fret B, 7th fret high E, you can add your 3rd finger to that high E string on the 9th fret like this. Inspired course, which there isn't one, but if there was, I would do something like this over that. All right, so just to recap, next Saturday at 5 o'clock in Nashville, I'll be playing a set at 5 o'clock next Saturday in Nashville at Undie Fest at the Underdog. It's a little fun little dive bar where some of the honestly greatest guitar players in the world play, like Guthrie Trapp. So that's that. Be sure to check out that pinned comment or link in the bio to win a Boss Katana, totally for free. And then coming up in the future, I'd love for you to sign that newsletter at martymusic.com because a Marcus King masterclass presented by Marcus King. So not me playing Marcus King, but literally Marcus King himself teaching his songs and his style of playing and his influences and his experiences. That's coming out. After that, a Jared James Nichols. After that, Phil X. So these are all new things that I've helped kind of, facilitate into the world. And then for my own thing, Marty Music, I've got an Inspired by Stevie Ray Vaughan Texas Blues course that's going to be coming out in the next, few weeks. So be sure to keep up to date on all that, and that really helps me out and helps keep Marty Music going. I've been working hard on all that stuff, so I really appreciate your support. So those are all the plugs, plus this bootleg shirt, plus not this, but this is available. If you go to my YouTube channel, there's a whole merch store, and if you want still a little bit of coffee in there, you can get that as well. We've gone for over an hour now, so what I'm going to do now, I don't always plan on going an hour, but when I do get on a Polyphia style course, I cannot do because that's very foreign, those techniques, but
Maybe we'll get it.
I would like to get that guy, Tim Henson. I would like to get Tim Henson, and I would produce one for him, and he would get to own it. So put the message out there into the universe. I would absolutely help Tim Henson make his own guitar lesson course, etc. Okay, so the King, shout out. Boston Twins, shout out. Dean Walbridge, Andrew, thank you. Some Russian letters. Ethan Hora, Nate the Great, Ethan Hora, M. Laurentio, thank you. Alejandro Lavalle, Des Irie, Ariette Tajard, Carlos Azena, Amanda Spears. Wow, there was actually a female name in there. I found that one in there. Igor Woschel, Terrence Leverett, thank you for your super chat. Dr. Gerhira Rani Juneha, thank you. The Devil's Advocate, Paul Burgess. I know that name from a long time ago. Thank you, Paul Burgess. James, YTFNOT329. Kathy G, thank you for always being a great supporter. Jonathan Smith, Frank Skradsky. Yes, I'm trying, Frank. I've really enjoyed producing and helping, because I understand both sides of it, because I've produced and directed my own stuff, but then also been on the other side of the camera. So, and I think every artist should have something like that. It's a great way to connect to your favorite artists. Greg Levinson, thank you again. Mitchell Hampton, Marty, Harley Freeman, a Beatles course. I mean, I'd love to, but you kind of have to teach the Beatles songs, I feel like, and which I can't do in a course that I would sell. That would be tricky for me, although it's my favorite band. Songwriting, hey, we'll get Paul in here. Paul McCartney Masterclass. You can dream, right?
You can dream.
Rocket City Tim, Dave, Nicholas Jordan, Ethan Hora, Jim James. Dude, it's Jim James. Matt and I saw Jim James. He's from My Morning Jacket. We saw him play live. with Nathaniel Rateliff. Shout out to Nathaniel Rateliff. Nathaniel Ratliff. I think Nathaniel Rateliff. That's what I'll say. Shout out. Mr. Love. Ben is my name. Daisy. What's up, Daisy? IDK, I like Linkin Park. Shahid, Marshed, Bill Ullman, Deegan Harden, Mexican, Ethan Hora again, Baby Brainiacs, King RB, Mitchell Hampton, a song with Jamie Slays. Well, he's on the channel, but we don't live near each other. Yusuf, Molly, do I like Kendrick? Kendrick Lamar, yeah. I think he's really talented. Nicholas Jordan, any tips getting into chicken picking? Just instead of alternate picking, like on that up pick, use your middle finger as you use a pick. I'm not great at it, but I mean, that's basically what you would want to start with. Kawasaki, Luis, Jennifer Chichero, the King, LRB from Bangladesh. Give it a shot, dude. Giga Chad. I lose subscribers when I start doing the brain rot stuff. So, Molly asks, do I like John Frusciante? Yes, or Frusciante, or Frusciante and Tia. Dave First, Mitchell Hampton, the Stews. Love the Stews. I love the Stews too, and they're really cool guys. And not only that, because I'm so old and they're so young, they grew up, learning a lot from my old videos. So, so that's a great thing. Great connection, and they're awesome. Unpopular name, Watt ZVR. I'm in every stream comment section. Not really, but Bobby Steele, Richard Frederick. What guitar amps do you recommend for rock music? The Boss Katana. The King, recommend amps for someone who plays in a band and has 1 to 1.5 years of experience. Boss Katana is really versatile. But, it's like, what's your price, budget? What's the style of music you're looking to play? Are you going to use a lot of pedals or not use pedals? Would you rather have all the effects built into it? But also, like I said, first, budget. What do I think of PRS guitars, says Devin Waters. The first nice guitar that I saved money up for with birthday money and all that stuff was actually a Paul Reed Smith, and it was because Dickie Betts was playing one, and Santana, those two. And eventually I realized that I wanted a semi-hollow electric guitar, so I eventually sold that guitar and saved some more money for my first Gibson ES335, and that was 25 years ago or something, and I've pretty much stuck with 335s ever since as my main favorite guitar. But I love 335s, I love SGs, I love Les Pauls, I love Strats and Telecasters as well for that. They're very different, and I love that sound as well. Since I have my own signature guitar, I mostly play that. And why wouldn't I? Right, Matt?
Right.
Christian West. If I was planning on teaching I want to, where would you start if you were teaching all things Maiden? I'm not sure. But I would make shorts. Instagram shorts, TikToks, YouTube shorts, Reels. Explaining that stuff that you love. Jeremy Compton has the Marty ES335. Dude, thank you so much. Mitchell, just his comment is Corey Feldman. Yes, he exists. We met Corey Feldman, right, Matt?
Yeah.
I've met Corey Feldman a few times, actually.
Couldn't get too close with his bodyguard.
Yeah, he had this, his Corey Tourage. The Feldman posse. He's also got Corey's Angels, Who's Matt? Does he do YouTube? No, Matt I like to say Matt's my friend, but Matt is actually my manager. And he's my friend. He's still my friend after all this, right, Matt?
Oh yeah.
But he's my babysitter, my confidant, my protector, my business associate. And hopefully he stays my friend. I get a little moody.
Nah.
Nah, not too bad?
Nah.
Okay. There's things behind the scenes that can be stressful, I don't share it here in the live stream. I've been around for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
GT Pex. I can never play Sweet Child of Mine other than by myself with no one listening because Guns N' Roses said they'd sue me if I did. Or their lawyers said they would sue me. See? There's stressful things you don't know about, right? Carlos Azena. Thank you. Daisy, you love my hats. Thank you. Nicholas Jordan. How do you keep strumming patterns going while singing? You definitely want to really... I have an actual strumming patterns for beginners at martymusic.com. Plugging away. Get your mug while they're hot. You want to practice strumming patterns and get those like second nature before you try singing. But one good tip besides that is to actually, when you're singing, study which which lyrical word is on or in between the chord switch, and break it down nice and slow. And you can even start with just down strums, like the main 1, 2, 3, 4, and sing, and then work on the strumming patterns without the singing, and then combine them together and deconstruct it again. So sometimes study the vocals with just each chord over the lyric with no rhythm, then try the strumming pattern without singing, then try it all together. You want to combine, deconstruct, and combine again. Jasper Benefield. I played for over an hour, and this is just the end where I'm doing shout outs. I'm not worried about how much I play anymore because I played a lot. Nick D, thank you. Brenda Lawler said, say my name. Brenda Lawler. Drew Schoenbach, what Boss pedals do you recommend to go with the Katana amp? Blues Driver is great. That's the first one that came to my mind. And also the OD1 for great rock distortion. P.S. What are my hobbies besides playing guitar? Editing videos, learning songs to teach, reading the comments. No, I would say I am I don't know if I'm like proud of it, but I am quite the, Matt can vouch for this, I am quite the savant when it comes to like 80s, 90s pop culture. Like where Corey Feldman comes from, for instance. Like he was in Lost Boys, Stand By Me, The Goonies, License to Drive, Dream a Little Dream. See, I can just spout that kind of stuff off. I'm not saying I'm proud of it. Maybe I just watched too many movies and too many TV shows. I can quote entire scenes from Star Wars and Indiana Jones movies. So a lot of like, growing up with like those classic, Back to the Future, Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Beverly Hills Cop, like all those classic 80s and 90s TV shows and movies. So that's something that I just enjoy. I have 2 kids, and so I've enjoyed, like, they're older now. I love Quentin Tarantino movies. No opinion on him as a person, but I'm a giant fan of every movie he's made. I'm just a bit younger than him, so he kind of, like, speaks to that same kind of, like, upbringing of, like, the latchkey kid coming home and watching weird stuff on TV. Candlebox, yeah. So immediately when it comes to pop culture and you say Candlebox, I'm thinking of the classic scene with Danny McBride in Eastbound and Down when his catcher Shane has died and he goes to the funeral and he's playing the boombox. Do you know that? It's been on Instagram a lot lately. So once again, there I am with the pop culture stuff. Eastbound and Down, love it. My kids do not play guitar, but they're very creative and artistic and do video and art. My daughter is in her second year of art school in college, and she's very, I'm her dad, so I am biased, just like my mom's biased about me, but I think my daughter's really, really talented artist, visual artist. Yeah. What would you say my hobbies are, Matt?
Movies, TV.
Movies, TVs, comedy.
Maybe a little Madden every now and then.
I haven't. You know what? I forgot about Madden. I had this crazy Madden phase, and that's gonna come back because like football season's back.
Oh, yeah.
Is it like regular season
Oh, yeah.
now?
Yep.
Okay, so maybe I'll. I had forgotten. Thanks, Matt. You reminded me. I don't play that many video games. I used to play a lot of video games when I was younger. So yeah, I'll tell them because I'm older. No pottery. Tacos or pizza? Tacos. That was a tough one though, because if I'm in New York, it's pizza, but pretty much anywhere else, it's tacos. New York City though, it's definitely pizza.
75 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I've got a long time here. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up. How many guitars do I have? I have a lot. Tacos or Corey Feldman? Tacos. Corey Feldman wasn't he wasn't not friendly, but he was also not friendly.
Somebody said he needs to watch some of your videos.
He's got his angels. He's fine. He's doing just fine. Funny enough, I played on an album. I have played session stuff. This is like 10 years ago, but I played guitar on an entire album of a female vocalist named Miss Moxie, and she was one of Corey's angels. So I met Corey Feldman all the way back then when she had her album release gig. Corey was there, and it was kind of funny because there was like a table that said reserved for Corey Feldman. But then we met him at the last NAMM show too and jammed with him and Davidas. You gotta admit, Davidas and Corey Feldman, that's a match.
Yeah.
That's a match made in heaven. Okay. Best advice for getting back into guitar after taking a break for a year? Buy my intermediate foundation course. That would be my recommendation. Oops.